Hi guys, welcome to a new video. I had a haul video planned for today, but then I didn't get any mail, so I couldn't do my haul video, and I still need to do a sorting video. I have so many mini PCs to put away, but I can't be bothered right now. I also don't know yet how to put them away, so that's still kind of a mess. So I talked, as always, to Esther about my dilemma, and she's like, do a tag video. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I would, but nobody tagged me in anything. But then I thought, maybe, like the Instagram story tags thing that I sometimes do, and I know a lot of you like to do as well. I always find them fun. They're like questions, and then you just show the photo card corresponding to that question. And I thought I'd do a little like binder tour tag. So yeah, you're gonna see a bit of my binders, some of my favorite photo cards, and I thought it would be a fun, cute little video. It probably will not be too long. So the first question I wanted to do was the first pulled ever PC, and that's in this binder, which is my album photocard binder. And I don't know how many times I already showed this PC and told you all it was my very first pull, but yeah, it's Tae's Young Forever Polaroid. I pulled it in the night version, which was my very first ever BTS album I got, and can't even, I pulled Tae. That's some fate, yeah. Not gonna curse in this video. The next question would be my last pulled PC, and the last PC I pulled was from the deco kit, and it's this a very cute Hoseok card. It's adorable. To be fair, the deco kit really has some good PCs, and Blunt Hoseok just hit very different, honestly. I really like that style for him. Okay, the next question would be my favorite album PC. And I don't know. I thought I should have thought about those questions before I filmed this. Okay, let's get through this. I do really like the older ones. This is one of my favorite sets. But is it my favorite album PC? This one for Yoongi, this one for JK, definitely. The favorite album PC card. Think, Jenny. You can only keep one album PC. Only one. This might be it. I don't know. This is why I could never sell my collection. I could never part with any of these Tae cards. Nope. I'm gonna try to flip to mod 7 right now, because this card. But is it my favorite though? This one as well. I just B. No, I don't think it's B. I really like this one though. But it's not an album PC. It's pre-order. Butter. No, I think I'm gonna go with the Her card. Yeah, this one is my favorite, I think, for Tae. Not gonna try to do this for every member, because this is already a mess for Tae. So I think it's this for him. it's just, I really like the concept and his fluffy hair, and her is the era I joined. So this is literally the Tay I fell in love with. So I'll go with that card, I think. Okay, next. Favorite DVD PC. Like, okay. This is not the right binder. This is the right binder. New front cover, by the way, by my favorite artist, Uriam. I actually commissioned this art print. Yeah, I'm obsessed with it, and I'm obsessed with this look, so there we go. I have it on my wall as well, and I literally have so many of those prints. Favorite DVD card, so either one of those. This one is very beautiful, but it's not a PC. Like, let's stick to PC sizes. I'm trying to go to memories to have a look at them. I mean, the red hair was so good. I mean, if I would have this one, it would be easy, but I don't. Maybe... I'm gonna go with his Mods DVD because I like cute Tay and I love his earring, and Inner Child was just very precious, so I'm gonna go with that. I don't know. We're gonna stick with that. Next question we can answer in this one. It's favorite lenti, and I do believe I don't have many lenticulars of Tays, but this is definitely my favorite. It's from the Wings concept book, and it's just stunning, beautiful. I want more of them. I do wish they would reprint the Wings concept book. Like, it's my biggest wish from Hype. Not that they ever listened to me, but yeah. Okay, next up we would have favorite mini PC. We need to change binders again. And that's my mini PC binder, and I do know where I want to go with this. So we have either this second Mastercard or the second Mastercard. If you know anything about me, it's that I'm obsessed with second Master. Don't make me choose between those two cards. Don't make me choose. They are precious and I love them. There's just something about baby like Bangtan, like early years Bangtan. Just something about that just hits very differently for me. So next question is favorite pre-order benefit. Let's change binders again. We have the pre-order benefits in here, more so at the back. I don't think they did pre-order benefits like cards before B, did they? No, they were always first press or standees or stuff. This is my favorite pre-order benefit. I'm sorry, Tay, but just this blonde coup. Also the struggle to get him and the help I got to get him. Yeah, it's my favorite pre-order benefit. Second to that would actually be this Tay, Japanese pre-order benefit. I do not like the Koreans too much, so definitely this Jungkook. Next is favorite lucky draw. That's easy as well. It's this one. Hartolo Ate. It's a Japanese lucky draw for the B Deluxe album. No surprise there. Even though I have to say B in general has some of my favorite concepts. It was such a good era. Such a good era. Next up would be bias wrecker, like favorite card of your bias wrecker. Okay, we're not gonna go for bias line here, so like for real bias wrecker, which always and forever will be Kim Namjoon for me. He's my bias wrecker. He was from the start, and if someone deserves this title, it's him. I do know which my favorite Namjoon card of all time is, like album PC cards. It's this one. Honestly, even non-album cards, just one, no, two cards can reach this level for me. It's his Memories 2017 DVD PC and his Mods 1 Blu-ray PC. I'm debating if I'm just gonna buy that because I love it so much. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. But Pizza Namjoon is so good. So next up would be most pulled member, and that's easy. It's this little angel here, Park Jimin himself. I pull him the most in everything. I think I'm gonna look up the percent and just put it here. I am blessed when it comes to pulling Jimin. I also really pull JK a lot. I do pull Tae often in album PCs. Never for DVD, but let's not talk about that. And I do pull Yoongi a decent amount as well. So I can't really complain at all. Okay, next is like a holy grail PC you had for a long time and that you now actually own. Like you had this PC or item in like your wish list for such a long time and you always really wanted it, and now you finally got it. And let's change. For me, one of my very first dream items was this V-Man unit from Butterfly Dreams, and I finally got it like a year ago or a year and a half ago. It's just this V-Man unit is everything. The like hair, like Tae with his mint stripes and then orange Jimin hugging like this, laughing like this. It's just this photo. It meant a lot to me when I got it. It's also there's another question that is most expensive PC, like the most I ever paid for a PC, and it's this photo. I paid 45 euros for this, which I saw this go for $100 like a couple of days ago. I still think I overpaid with the 45 euros. So, but it's the most I ever spent on like a literal piece of paper. So there's that. The question that goes along with that is the cheapest card you ever got. Literally, like not a gift. You paid for it, but it was very cheap. And you like, I know you can get mini PCs like the newer ones for really cheap, but more like it was a bargain. Like you usually would have paid way more for that PC, but you got it for really cheap. And For me, that's actually this set, Tay's HYYH on stage set. I'm still missing 2, I think, or 1, no 2, I'm missing 2. I paid €2.30 for each card. And I think that's a bargain for those cards. It's really, really good. It's why I still haven't finished this set, because I kind of feel meh about paying like €50 for those cards. So I'm not gonna do it. And yeah, I'm really proud I got those for like €2. That was really nice. It's a little bit, that was in 2020, I think, so 2 years ago. Yeah, but even still, back then, that was still a very good deal at the time. Next, we have Adorable PC. Okay, this one is very adorable. Like, there's some mini PCs that are really adorable. Honestly, for Tay, more so of his earlier PCs, this one is so adorable as well. Like, they are just adorable because they are so small. Okay, this is one of my favorites. Just the way they look at each other and smile. It's so freaking adorable. But let me check if I can find like an older PC that I find really adorable. Like, let's skip back here. Like, I do like them, but would I call Tay adorable in them? Not really. He doesn't really do adorable that much anymore, does he? Nope. Definitely not. Like, I love those cards, please don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't call them adorable. Nope. This is cute, but is it adorable? Like, this one. Okay, this unit is adorable. But that's more like because Namjoon and Cookie are poking him. Yeah. This is an adorable card. Like, Namjoon does a lot of adorable cards. I love that. I'm so soft for Namjoon. No. No. Even his album PCs, nothing of the newer ones is really what I'd call adorable. But he does have a lot of earlier cards that are really adorable. So I don't mind. Hot PC. That I can... that we do have a lot of very hot Kim Taeyang PCs. I'm going straight to the PC that just springs to my mind when I think of a hot Kim Taeyang PC, and it's his Memory 2020 Blu-ray. I don't even need to explain, do I? Like, that's just hot. That's hot. Yes. Oh, next one is really hard. It's an aesthetic PC. I think I might need to have to go back to my album binder for that. Because I did not really like the aesthetics of the mini PCs so much lately. And even Damajung, I really, really like the concept, but it's not really my aesthetic per se. I'm very particular with my aesthetics. I think we'd have to go to B for that. Like, B aesthetic wise was just really my jam. And I would have to actually pick Jimin's PC. because just the flowers and the boy himself, of course, the man himself. I love this PC so much. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Oh, also some new aesthetics I really loved for Butter was the Power Station set. I just really like that aesthetic. Like, I'm trying to do this whole set. I do have Yoongi. I just need Chuseok. So really love that for the aesthetics as well. Biggest flex, I don't know, Tae's Heart Holo, like some of his older memories or DVD PCs. Oh, I know something else. Where is it? Let's go to my mini PC binder again and look at this page again, but at those two Begins PCs. They are really hard to come by. Like, BTS Begins is... I'm not sure if I call that rare, but I think it might be the rarest things I own. So I'd call those two my biggest flex. Even though, I mean, it would obviously be a bigger flex to have the whole set, but who does have the whole set of BTS Begins PCs? Unless you're Esther or something, like, nah. Anyways. Dearest PC. There's, like, favorite PC, a PC you really love. There's a lot of my PCs I love. Like, I have an emotional... Oh, there's a little fly. I have an emotional bond to a lot of my PCs. Unit PCs, for example. We have this ttaebunn PC. I already showed it. We have this Second Master G-Cook PC. This is very close to my heart as well. We have the Love Yourself set. This is actually very dear to my heart as well, because it was the very first concert for BTS I went to back in 2018. I do have some PCs that friends gifted to me, or like, yeah, that are very dear to me. I showed JK's pre-order benefit for B that a friend really helped me with getting. His Japanese pre-order benefit for Butter, that's like very dear to me. Then, as you saw in my last haul, JK's Memories 2020 Blu-ray and his Mods 1 Blu-ray. Literally still crying. They are so close to my heart. And I know, like, a lot of those are JK PCs. I discussed this with a friend because Tae is my alt, so it's a little bit... It might be a little bit weird that a lot of the cards that are very close to my heart are JK. But I think it's because JK is so hard to get. So that I always... Like, I never really struggled getting Tae. This changed this year, by the way. This year is just horrible. I hate it. Anyways, before this year, I never really struggled to get Tae. But I always really struggled with JK. So... a lot of people helped me to get JK cards. But yeah, I don't know. This card is really dear. Well, both of those are really dear to me because it's from the Love Yourself Europe tour, as I said before. First concert I visited. Wembley, same. Like... the Memories Blu-ray. Just whenever someone thought of me and was like, oh, I'm gonna ask Jenny if she needs this PC before I upload it. That already makes the card so much more special to me because of the story behind it and the friends I made behind it. Yeah. If I had to choose my favorite PC though, that's the Hard Holo Lucky Draw. Just for the aesthetics and everything, that card is so beautiful. So if I had to pick my favorite PC out of all of my PCs, that would be it. I'm not gonna show it again. I think I showed my B section so many times now. Oh, next is something I'm lucky to have. Huh. I think it's also a lot of the older stuff, like stuff I bought in 2018 and 19 before prices went crazy. I think those are a lot of PCs I'm lucky to have because I wouldn't buy them for the prices they are going for today. Like this Fire 2016 Memories, I bought it for 30 euros. I'm very lucky to have found it for that price back then and to have bought it. I feel lucky with every card, honestly. Like, I feel very blessed and thankful for every card I have. Yeah, I don't know. I made those questions myself. I made that list. Why am I struggling so much? Okay, another card I'm lucky to have is this ticket holder. It's also one of my favorite units, and aesthetic wise with the very pretty holo. Very lucky to have this. Basically every card. I'll be lucky for every single card we have. I'm getting too deep with this right now, but yeah. Next is favorite merch PC. So, favorite PC that came with merch. We are gonna go into this binder and go. Love that. Merch PCs. Like, I mean, I do love In the Soup. I did just show a merch PC, but I think I meant more like maybe collaborations. Yeah, I know which one. This one. This is my favorite merch PC. Like non-album, non-DVD PC, non-tour master PC. This one. Do I even need to explain myself? No, I don't. I love it. Please don't question my setup for the icon. I'll have to see when the new the icon cards comes, if it's actually working the way I wanted it to work. Most difficult PC to find. I struggled with Jungkook's B pre-order benefit. I know I mentioned this a lot in this, but I struggled with that. I got it thanks to a friend. I think okay, I have two. Let me get the PCs. Oh, one of them isn't even in my binders yet. Never mind, I'll just talk about it. Or will I get it? Should I get it? I should get it. Let me get to the page of the other one first. Oh. My binders are all over the place, I swear to God. Here we go. I feel like I'm only showing the same pages. Yeah, let's do this. Those three. Okay, let's start with this one. This is Tae's Dope PC. It's a first press Young Forever album PC. I missed out on it in 2018, 2019 because I thought it was ridiculous that people would charge like 30 euros for this boy. Yeah, regrets. Anyways, I finally got him thanks to a friend as well, and I'm actually okay with the price I paid for him. So yeah, I finally have him years later. I'm collecting for 4 years now, so I had this coming along a long time. Then Memories 2020 Blu-ray Tae. I ordered 3 Blu-rays because I wanted to do bias line. I got one in a go. I got Jimin in that go. Then I pulled Yoongi and Jin. Couldn't find a trade. I wanted to keep Jimin, honestly, because bias line, as I said, but then I found a trade from Jimin to JK and I did that. And I was kind of sad about it, but like Jimin and JK's cards are so beautiful of the set. They are my 2 favorites of the set. So I was like kind of okay with it. And then I traded JK to this Tae, and I love this Tae card, but I do like the JK card more. And I was feeling sad about letting that Memories JK card go. And this was a trade with Australia, so it took like 3 months for this Tae to get to me, and it's no one's fault. It's the like border controls and stuff fault, but I was so scared this Tae was lost. Like it was just a struggle for me. And then we have the Mods 1 Blu-ray Tae card. I pulled Yoongi, found a trade for Yoongi to JK, and that's one of my all-time favorite JK PCs, like all-time favorite. But I was like, okay, I can't really do Blu-rays for bias line, it's just too expensive. So I found a trade for JK to Tae. Immediately regretted that as well. Like, guys, if you have a favorite PC, even if it's one of the members you don't collect, just keep it. Just keep it. So many regrets. Anyways, I later then found out that the person I traded with was like not the nicest person on the internet, apparently. So I have so many regrets sending that JK card, which was so dear to my heart. Like, I love that card so much, to a apparently very horrible home. Yeah, that was not very nice. So this was like not that difficult to find. Like, the topic of this was difficult to find PC, but mentally a bit difficult, I'd say. Yeah. So you'll see me put those away in the upcoming sorting video, like probably a month. I'm sorry, this year is just not a good year for me. Anyways, oh, that's it. My last question is actually favorite page or like section in your binder, and if you all can't guess it by now, sorry, you didn't watch this video at all. Take a second to guess. I'll give you a hint. It's in my album PC binder. Hint, hint. And we'll go all the way back to B. Not that you haven't seen this already, but I'm just very proud of this section, okay? I love it a lot. I think it's very beautiful, love the concepts. Put like 2 postcards here and the pre-order benefit from viewers for the deluxe version. Then we have the deluxe and essential OG7 cards, then the group card, also the random group card. And then we have the pre-order benefits, the first round of lucky draws. I got this 1 ttae, and then the album PCs. I also really like these fillers, even though they're like placeholders, because another member will be there. Also, I set it up, now that I collect 4 members again, I set it up like across from each other, because I like that the most. I found that the most aesthetic to look at. Then we have those very beautiful lucky draws. I just love them. And I put 2 of the deluxe album pages like behind that, so we wouldn't see like the bright orange and yellow of butter when we are on this page. Also, this is the group Polaroid. So yeah, I just really like my B section. Yeah. Anyways, this was my binder tour tag, and I'm gonna tag some people, because why not? Like, I don't take credit at all for this, please. I just like collected questions from all the Instagram tags and just put them together in an order I liked and like phrased them the way I liked them. Anyways, of course, I'm gonna tag Esther, Blooming Night. I'm gonna tag McKinley. You can just do like an Instagram story if you don't want to do a video. I gonna tag Kate Elise, of course. I'm gonna tag, I'm thinking who of my friends does have YouTube channels, but you don't really need a YouTube channel, do you? I'm gonna tag Lena Buttercosmos on Instagram. I just want to see your favorite PCs, you all. And oh, I'm forgetting so many people. Chronicles of Tay, Cynthia, D, and I love Tay. I'm just, oh, I hate this. I'm gonna forget so many people. Everybody, please feel tagged, please. I love all of you. Everybody, just, if you feel like it. Also, you could do it on Instagram, or you could just show me. I just want to see PCs, pretty, please. Anyways, that's it for today. I'll see you again probably in 2 weeks. Bye.